and we are often faced with what happens after school. These are huge challenges that we are faced with. So this morning I quickly wrote down a few ideas and thoughts, and of course I'll be making a presentation. My presentation will include some video of my work when I was working in Singapore. Mrs. Maithili Chari wanted me to share that experience so that we understand what is the work taking place outside and what goes into making it successful there, so that we have a good successful model to share. But having said this, I'm very mindful of the fact that after I returned from Singapore in the year 2011 June, it took me 2 years to shed my NRI skin. Because when you come as an NRI and you think that you're going to change India like this, and I came from a very major beacon school from Singapore, I worked with a team. I thought I can do things, and when I took over Spaston, I had to do a lot of learning and unlearning to realize that your NRI skin will not work, so I had to shed that skin. But fortunately, I'm not a snake, so I will not get back that skin, which is good for me. It was mentioned by one of the speakers in the morning today that employment is a core feature of living a very dignified, productive adult life. While these attributes, such as productive life, dignified life, is in the individual's control, the other part of the equation is not. That is the decision of the employers to employ our children with disabilities. Whereas the employment for adults with autism and other neurodiverse individuals, that means developmental and learning difficulty. I think there are some educators. I will try to keep my big jingo words down because I'm not sure who my whether my I'm talking to parents, or because I don't want to bore parents with very technical terms. So what employment initiatives holds and offers great promise? This is what we would like to hear. What are the various initiatives that has taken place? What is a good one? Does it hold us a test of time? Whatever initiatives that has been taken place is all extra governmental, driven by the persons with passion and energy who are themselves parents usually, or they are individuals with commitment who see the potential in persons with children with disability and autism in this case. Can we look to only autism focused business or build on employment strengths and interests of adults with autism? For example, in Florida there is something called Rising Tide Car Wash, which is done by a parent. They had a chain of car wash companies because she knew the potential in her son, and that small business spin-off came. The other one was called soft testing of various software. The other one was t-shirt designing. These are some initiatives that has taken place in Singapore and in America, which has spinned off. But then what is the, yes, it is good to hear of these spin-offs, but then can it scale up? Because it then remains as a small enterprise. Can it scale up to include all the other children? That's something we need to be keeping it in perspective when we talk. Well, the jury is still open in that. The social enterprise approach has its own risk and limitation, as I just mentioned, because it cannot scale up. Going forward, they can easily lose market niche because even you and I, when if something is cheaper in Amazon, we will buy it. Not because these are children with disabilities who have created this t-shirt, we will not buy. Because market economy will work, and we cannot forget that part of it. Another creative employment variation is to advocate with major firms and companies. And this is sustainable because the major companies with an inclusive they can employ people with disability, including the children in the spectrum, health sector, service sectors. These are all people they can do. But then a majority of parents whose grown-up children may not be in employment scene, as many employment initiatives barely reach 5 to 10%. But now, whatever I'm going to share today, it barely reaches 3 to 5% of the people who can be employed. So it automatically disconnects a majority of parents who are in the whole spectrum and say, this is not for me. Because you're not, and I that. I'm respectful of those thoughts that you may be having. The disconnect is there, but we are hoping as each of these initiatives succeed, we can bring more people, more momentum. You may be inspired by an idea that somebody may share today, it may not be me, and you may come out with a spin-off that can benefit maybe another 4 kids, but as it gains momentum, more of our children are likely to be employed. So setting my today's session, I'm going to now start, actually now only I'm going into my session. Thank you for bearing with me on this. I am going to share some videos. Ethically, I'm a psychologist registered in Singapore. So I had an embargo of 5 years where I cannot use the videos of those children because they were my clients. But now, it is more than 6 years I have left that country. Spaston is my world. So I can now use those videos for the purpose of education